Shabbat Shalom. Hope everybody who celebrates had a nice Hanukkah. I actually did have a nice Hanukkah this year, and it was different this year, you know? Did it feel different to you? I've been hearing that from pretty much everybody. Well, and to be fair, this year it's not like every other year, right? Ma nishtana. A lot happening in the Jewish world right now. War in Israel, the reverberations which are felt worldwide by Jews. And in the spirit of honesty, because I always strive to be honest with all of you, this is more of a Yom Kippur thing, I realize. I want to confess something. And I realize it might be a little controversial, maybe a lot controversial, especially because I am a rabbi. And I promise I'm not like the type of person who wants to stir the pot, but sometimes it just happens. The truth is the truth, so here it is. I've never been a fan of Hanukkah. There. I said it. Sorry. I'm sorry if it's like your favorite. It's always been okay in my book. It's not a big deal. It's not even a high holiday, Okay? It's literally called a minor holiday. And I'm not a Scrooge when it comes to holidays. In general, I love holidays. I go all out for holidays. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot. Okay, I don't just build a sukkah, which I do. I battle the Houston mosquitoes and the rain to sit in it. I actually decorate the house. I decorate the yard. Purim, I love Purim. It's always a blast. I get my toddler to help me stuff the Mishloach Manot to give everybody, dressing up for the Megillah reading, and there's the all-night, all-synagogue celebration / fiasco that is Purim night here. It's great Passover. Who doesn't love I love Passover. Now, that's really our be-all, end-all holiday in Judaism. And I really actually love kind of like cleaning the kitchen, taking out all the Passover dishes out, and I have these little mugs I only use on Passover. I don't think you actually need special mugs for Passover, but I have special Passover mugs, and I love them. And then there's the Seders. I love the Seders. So I love holidays, and don't think I have a vendetta against minor holidays either, because I don't. I love Tu B'Shvat. The New Year of the Trees, that's a minor holiday, but who doesn't want to celebrate being outdoors, in nature? I have thrown so many Tu B'Shvat Seders, I cannot count them all. My son, to make it fun for him, I started a new family tradition where we make a birthday cake for the tree. So he loves Tu B'Shvat too because he gets cake. So I love holidays. This is all to say I love holidays. I've just never loved Hanukkah all that much. Look, I love giving gifts. That's fun, and I always light the candles, and I'll never say no to a donut. But the holiday itself, it just goes on for so long, like 8 nights. What kind of a holiday lasts for 8 nights? By night 5, you're like, really, we're still doing this? They're still doing this. But if I'm being honest, what I think maybe always bugged me about Hanukkah is that it's always used to seem to me that the reason for all the hoopla over Hanukkah is consciously or unconsciously, it's because it was in competition with Christmas. Now, Christmas is the be-all, end-all holiday for the majority of folks in this country and for most of the world, I think. How can tiny little Hanukkah, a minor holiday, compete? Well, you make it as much like Christmas as possible. You decorate your house with lights, and you bake cookies, and you send Hanukkah cards, and wear a Hanukkah sweater, and throw Hanukkah parties. And if I'm making you feel bad, please don't. I am going somewhere with this, so just wait. And with social media, we have the ability now to post our lives for everyone to see, so you can see everyone's doing all this stuff. And I've always viewed those posts online with a mix of emotions, because on the one hand, I'm happy people are celebrating Jewish holidays. Yes, I'm pro. Obviously, it's my job. And also like a little irked, like, really, this is the holiday you're gonna go all out for? Maybe I am just a little bit of a Hanukkah Scrooge, so to speak. I've honestly just felt relieved most years, every other year, actually, when Hanukkah's over. Until this year. This year that changed. When my son and I and some friends were lighting on the last night, and the menorah was fully ablaze in all its glory, I was truly sad the holiday was over. There's this political cartoon from Israel called Dry Bones. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's from Israel, but it's actually published in English. And you can read them online. It's been around for decades. It's very simple. It's only 4 little panels. And the humor is, well, it's dry. There's one, maybe two characters, they have a little bit of dialogue. It's usually funny with a bit of, very biting political commentary. There's a Dry Bones that came out a couple years ago, where the character is looking at the viewer and saying, the real miracle of Hanukkah is not that the oil lasted for 8 days. The real miracle is that the light lasted for more than 2,000 years. This year, more than ever before in my life, it feels precarious to be a Jew. Our homeland is fighting for its very survival, beset by enemies from Gaza in the west, Hezbollah in the north. We are taking terrible losses in this war. Whole platoons have been wiped out. It tears out my heart to see a video of a commander giving his troops a rousing speech in Hebrew before they go into fight, saying, "You are the heroes that future generations will sing about." And knowing, watching that video, that he himself was later killed in that battle. More than 130 of our brothers and sisters are still being held hostage by Hamas and their goons, elderly men, women, babies. It was not a happy Hanukkah for all Jews, I'm afraid. And outside of Israel, it has not been easy to be a Jew this Hanukkah either. How many menorahs were defaced this year or destroyed? How many businesses or celebrities would post just a simple happy Hanukkah, only to be flooded with Palestinian flag emojis and watermelon emojis? Just posting a photo of a menorah, just a menorah, and be inundated with comment after comment of "From the river to the sea, free Palestine." It's almost funny the way folks who will swear to you up and down that they're not anti-Semitic, they're just anti-Zionist. They don't hate Jews, they just hate Israel. And that's why they attack Jewish symbols and Jewish people on Jewish holidays. It has nothing to do with religion. Okay, got it. This Hanukkah, being a Jew has meant never feeling more exposed to the vitriol of the world, and I think that's why this has been my favorite Hanukkah. Because like the Dry Bones cartoon said, the real miracle of Hanukkah is not that the oil lasted for 8 days, it's that the light lasted for more than 2,000 years. Hanukkah is a reminder that we are truly, provably, and historically an ancient people with roots in Israel. Hanukkah is a reminder that we have faced some of the worst that human nature can offer on this earth, and we're still here celebrating our holidays. Every night of Hanukkah, I lit my menorah with my son, with friends, and one night by myself. I would stare at those little flames, and it was such a tangible, visceral reminder that I am part, that we all are, part of a long chain of Jews who bring light to the world for thousands of years. And that there are those who seek to snuff out our light, to dim our shine, because they sit in darkness and they want us to also. But our light is stronger than their hate. Our love for our Judaism and for each other is too. And I think that might be why I went all in on Hanukkah this year, which was, by the way, that was the first Jewish holiday since the attack by Hamas. I think I wanted to prove to the haters and remind myself that they can throw all the hate they want our way, but they cannot take away our Jewish joy. And Hanukkah is about joy, the joy of being Jewish, the importance of fighting for that right. So I decorated my house with all sorts of Hanukkah chazarai, all sorts of Hanukkah nonsense, lights and garlands of dreidels and Hanukkah throws and Hanukkah pillows. My son and I, we didn't just read Hanukkah books. I was blasting Hanukkah music. I think I feel bad as a rabbi saying this. I've never listened to the Maccabees in my life. Sorry, Cantor. I've never listened to the Maccabees in my life. But you better believe I was belting out their a cappella Al Hanisim. Oh my God, I love it. I was singing it every single day in the gar. I wore a variety of Hanukkah sweaters every single day of the holiday, and I even invested in a pair of Hanukkah Crocs, which are... The point is the kids in the school all like them, the kids like them, so I'm glad I have them now. You do it for the kids, you know? We lit candles, of course, every night, but almost every night we had family or friends over. We decorated and sent Hanukkah cards. It's not about competing with Christmas. It's about showing my son that Jewish life, and Hanukkah specifically, are about joy. And if decorating a cookie menorah from Target that it doesn't actually stand up in my house, it flopped, but it's supposed to stand up, it's a cookie menorah. If that brings joy, then by golly, we're gonna make it. And we did, we tried. I'm still walking on edible gold glitter in my kitchen, but for Hanukkah, I'll mop. That's how dedicated I am. When cities across the world are canceling Hanukkah displays for fear of triggering people, when government ministers in other countries use fire extinguishers to put out the menorah on display in their parliament, when so many of our brothers and sisters still suffer in captivity for the simple crime of being Jewish, it is more imperative than ever that we use one of our most powerful weapons at our disposal, and that is our joy. And joy is not just having fun. It's a literal mitzvah. It's a Jewish commandment, and that happens throughout the year. Sukkot is literally called Zman Simchatenu. We are told this is the season of your rejoicing. Purim, in a few short months, has 4 commandments, only 4 requirements, and one is you have to celebrate with food and wine and other people. Joy shows our enemies that they do not dictate the terms of our lives. They do not have power over our happiness. Joy is a way for us to show ourselves that even when life is hard, and it is pretty hard right now, that we deserve more than worry. We deserve more than anxiety. We deserve more than work. We deserve sweetness and light. Hanukkah is literally the light that increases at the darkest part of the year, and that was a purposeful choice by our wise and ancient rabbis. That at the point when things are at their darkest, we start with one small light, and that light doesn't burn by itself. It increases steadily over the nights until it is fully ablaze, the menorah. And even when the holiday's over, like it just is now, the light doesn't go out. It goes inside. It goes in here. It burns in you. A joy that warms from within. It heartens us, and it strengthens us. So mark me down as a very happy convert to Team Hanukkah, the joy I think we all need at all times, and especially now. Shabbat Shalom.